Boys, today's episode, so first episode basically of something we're going to be running weekly called Champs Corner. Yeah, see what they've done, Champs. Yeah, and then
like
it. Boys, today's all about the FA Cup run. So obviously the club made history this year, obviously getting to the third round for the first time. So a little bit of history for obviously the current squad. So we're just going to recap obviously the memories going through the run. And then there's going to be a bit of an FA Cup theme to the rest of it. So a little bit of a FA Cup quiz at the end, followed by like a little challenge. And there's going to be a weekly challenge. There'll be a leaderboard. So boys, yeah, we're talking about the FA Cup. So obviously cast your mind back to the first game, Wimborne at home. So obviously massive favourites for that game, going into a game when, you know, a small club's going to turn up and they're going to be underdogs and it's going to be their FA Cup final for them. What was the mentality going into the game? Anyone fire away, by the way, boys. We just want to chat about it. So mentality for us going into the game, knowing that obviously a small club like Wimborne are going to come and try and want to upset us. What were we thinking going into it?
I think the pressure was on us, weren't it? I think, like you say, big favourites. You going into the game, you're expected to win. But I think the mentality from us was prepare the same as any other game, weren't it? We did our prep, watched videos on them, and prepared as if it was like any other game, like we usually would. So I think we was ready for the game, and we scored fairly early on, didn't we? In the first half, we scored in the first half, didn't we?
Do you boys remember much about the game? Because I obviously recapped, so little things like you forget. A week after, like a minute after the game, I forget everything.
Yeah,
I recapped before. Do you remember So I remember one massive moment, but I'm going to wait for someone to see if they can bring it up. I know one person that's on this meeting that will probably remember a big moment. Anyone?
No, not me.
No.
It is, not me. I do, I know.
Massive moment, right? Yeah, you know, of course you know. 1-0. We're at 1-0. You pulled off an absolute worldie, didn't you? Top corner.
Header from the guy switched it over, didn't he? He was unmarked, wasn't he?
Mate,
Header from about
I don't know
6 yards.
I don't know who was going to be marking him.
I think it must have been Kano. I think it was Kano, wasn't it?
Mate, I remember. So I watched the highlights back before, and obviously we were sort of, I mean, I wouldn't say cruising in the game, but we were playing well. We had chances. I remember, especially second half, we had chances. Then, do you remember Jammer got the goal?
I remember the gaffer saying when they go 1-0 down, they actually come out and play, and they come out and have no fear because they went 1-0 down against was it Maidenhead?
Maidstone.
Maidstone. They were 1-0 down in Maidstone, and they come back and then they end up beating them on penalties or something. Yeah. And then they done exactly the same thing to us as well. As soon as they went 1-0 down, they completely changed. Like they had no fear at all.
Yeah, 100%. They came out. I remember they came at us a little bit, and then that was a big moment. We were 1-0. He dinked it up to the back post. Someone was meant to be marking him. Don't know who. And then, point blank, about 2 yards out, wasn't he? And
yeah,
just got
enough onto it to tip it onto the bar.
Big save. So who knows? That was a big moment. And then obviously we go on to score the second. It was Cabs, wasn't it, at the end?
Yeah, killed it for him as well. It's quite funny, really, because like they're quite local to me as well. Like it's literally just down the road from me. It's like 50 minutes away from where I live now, from Portsmouth. So like I knew a couple of their players, and I knew the manager and the assistant manager. I didn't realise until like when they got there who they were as well. Like it's mad. Like it's quite small. Like just randomly I didn't know they was even there. And I remember playing against him years ago, absolute years ago. And then I remember got battered by him. I was like, I've never actually beat this team. It's quite funny.
Yeah, mate. There you go. So Wimborne was done. Then we put a line through Wimborne. We moved on to Southend, obviously, then flipping mentality, changing it completely, going for try and take on a league opposition. We obviously going into that game. What was the difference in approach, lads? What did you think, or what do you find more comfortable talking about playing as underdogs or obviously being favourites in a game? What did you find was different to going into the Southend?
I thought it was good for us because we went on to a little bit of a run, didn't we? Like we played Wimborne. I can't remember who played in the league. I think we won the league game as well. So we went in there like quite confident, and we obviously the gaffer touched on where they were in the league. I think they had a torrid time, whether it was they were near the bottom, didn't score anything. So I kind of felt like we were like, oh, this is actually quite a good chance for us. Like it's quite evenly matched.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, definitely.
What do you remember about the actual game, boys? Gus, Rico, what do you remember about the actual 90 minutes? Because it was mad. It was obviously momentum was with us. We were flying, then we get pegged back, then we had to go again. It was like topsy-turvy match, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was weird because we was kind of, from what I remember, we was kind of on top, weren't we? And then as soon as they got one back, they kind of their confidence grew from that. Whereas you expect it to be the other way around, wouldn't you? Because obviously they're the league side, and obviously we're the conference side. But it seemed like we controlled it. We went 2-0 up, didn't we? From what I can remember.
Yeah, we was comfortable.
2-0 on cruising. Yeah, 2-0 on cruising.
Rico scored a terrible goal.
Who scored? Sorry, Ash. Say that again, Ash.
That came up way too early. That's it. Huh? We're done. Cheers, lads.
So,
see you later.
Got a few notes prepared for this.
His bottom lip is quivering, mate, waiting to come out.
Go on, then. We touched on it now, Rico. Come on, let's have your 5 minutes. Go on, mate. Talk us through the goal.
I'm assuming you're referring to the goal Mark scored in the game.
What goal was that? What did that make the score? 2-0?
2-0, yeah. Did Jammers score the first one?
Yeah.
He scored the first one. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's from a corner, wasn't it? I think.
It was funny. I got the assist. So I've launched it into Reedy. Reedy headed it, and then Jamal headed it in. So I'll take another assist.
You always made it 2-0. What sort of time in the game was that? That was like getting on to...
Oh, like 60 probably, something like that. Yeah, 55, 60 minutes. Yeah, we was, again, still very comfortable.
You know what the funny thing is as well, though, right? When it was in the air, I said, no. What are you doing? And then you...
I heard someone say that.
Yeah. Everyone in the stadium was running back. Everyone on the pitch was running back. All went up in the air. I'm thinking, counter-attack.
It's funny. You laugh. I do that a lot.
Don't do it.
No. Because I was directly behind it. I went, no. And then you miss it. I've gone, yeah. Scar.
No, back to the side on that one. That's the sort of moment in a game where you sort of think, like that's going to be our day. Like it can't not be our day when Rico volleys one that cleanly in the top corner. You think, that's going to be our day. But then obviously get pegged back. So it went 2-1. Obviously, then we went 3-1, didn't we?
No, they can go 2-1.
2-1.
Then it was extra time, wasn't it?
Then it went extra time, yeah.
Sorry, 2-2 extra time, 3-2 us.
3-2. Yeah. And then 3-2.
I thought when we went 3-2 up, I thought, right, it's done. We're through now. Like all we got to do, we've already let him come back into the game twice. We can't do it a third time. See the game out, and then the geezer scored an absolute worldie. To be fair, like he's run from his own box, isn't he, or something?
Yeah.
The guy on loan from Arsenal or Tottenham, wherever it was, I can't remember.
Oh, it's a great goal. Second best goal of the game.
He was. That was the only thing you were fuming about, Rico, when he scored that.
So what's he doing? You can't run from that far.
Can't do that.
I was still on. I'm rugby tackling him at the halfway line. It's still in my glory.
So then obviously the mentality's changed. So then we go into the penalties, and you're just thinking, please, like we've come so like from full confidence to then suddenly thinking, if they get away with this, and then obviously Ashmore again step up, another massive moment.
I know. Do you know? I always back myself to save at least one penalty in a penalty shootout. Like I back myself to save one. If I can save one, then I know we'll win. And obviously, because we missed quite early, didn't we? I think we missed our first or second one. And I was like, oh no, like we could be in trouble here. And then they scored, and I was like, oh no. I just kept thinking to myself, you're gonna save one. Like don't like. I just thought, if it goes in, don't worry about it. You're gonna save one. And then luckily, we scored the rest of ours, and I went the right way for one of them and kept us in it.
It's unreal. It must be like do you have, as a keeper in a penalty shootout, do you have any nerves? Because I always think, obviously, the players taking the penalties, you're nervous. Of course, like your legs are heavy, everything else, but keeper, like you got no nerves really, have you? Because you're like, if you save one, but no one's expecting you to pull off saves. Really.
Yeah, exactly. It's probably the only time that keeper doesn't get a nerves. Like for me, I get nervous every game, but even still now. But like when in a penalty shootout, you kind of thrive off it, like because there's literally no pressure. Like they're meant to score. They're 12 yards out, and But the thing is, you flip it. Well, the way I think about it, they're more nervous than me. Like the onus is on them. They have to score. And obviously, when they see like 6'2", big guy in front of them, the goal goes a bit smaller, and they're like, "Oh my god!" You just put that seed a bit of doubt on them. And obviously, like, yeah. So I'm just like I said, I'm just buzzing that I backed myself to save at least one, and I went the right way for one of them.
Who remembers the pens? Who scored? Who missed? Who remembers?
I scored. Cab scored. I think.
Where'd you go with yours?
Shaq.
I went goalies
right.
left.
You went goalies left. You went right.
Yeah.
Goalie went the wrong way.
Right. Yeah. Nice.
I think Shaq missed. Didn't Shaq miss?
Yeah.
Yeah, Shaq missed.
Was that the only one that missed?
Come on though, didn't he?
He just come on. Yeah, he just come on. So it was a space. Obviously, he puts himself forward straight away. Striker, typical striker. But obviously, yeah, just come on. And then Sorba scored.
Sorba. The one person who I thought was gonna miss. I thought Sorba was gonna miss.
He does his little run up, doesn't he?
Because we do it at training, and he's missed the last 2 penalties or his last penalty, and he's not had great connection. Yeah. And obviously at training, I got on top of him as well because I kept saving his last 2 or 3 penalties, and he couldn't connect it. And when I stood there, I was like, it's the only one I worried about was just Sorba's. And then as soon as he struck it, lovely. I think his went in the top corner or something, didn't it?
Yeah, he whipped it. He done a weird run up, didn't he? Come right round.
Yeah, he done a really weird run up, and it looked
angles ridiculous. He was facing like the complete other way.
Yeah,
and then he just whips his whole body around the ball.
Bit like my steering wheel right now, Giz.
Done it for us that time. Anyway, So we went in, obviously the lift that gave us coming from like having it, then losing it, then having it, and then finally winning the game. Obviously that moment after the game was ledge. Celebrations were unbelievable.
Yeah.
And then obviously we go on to the second round. So Canvey, obviously we then draw Canvey. So the mentality switches again. We have to go live on BT Sport, go to another one where they're all looking for an upset. And obviously everyone probably tuning in is wanting to see the underdogs win. So like, that was a big one for me, like, because obviously we knew if we won the game, we knew beforehand we were one of the last teams to play in the round. We knew we'd get to the third round and get the potential to get whoever. So that was a massive one, and just avoiding an upset. What did you boys think going into it?
I was quite relaxed thinking. I think if we stuck to our jobs and everyone took it as if it was another league game, then we would have had no problems. And I think that's what we've done.
Yeah,
that one's always a banana skin. Your mentality's got to be right for them games. I think if you get your mentality right, then the rest literally will take care of itself.
It is,
I think what helped us out massively, I think, was it being live on TV. I think that gave us an even better chance, it being live on TV.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, because it switches you on, doesn't it? And like, just if you go there on a normal, you're under the radar a little bit. It's probably like everyone needs that little bit more motivation, probably, because as weird as it sounds, those games are like, there's upsets every year for a reason, because it's mentally harder to go into those games knowing you have to win, otherwise it's a story. Like, you actually have to win, so they can turn up and just give it their all and win. So
it's like, it's no different to what we done last season, though, was it? Who did we play? Was it Royston or something? Was it Royston or Droyston? Droyston?
Yeah, Royston, I think it was, weren't it?
Royston,
we went away to their place, and it was horrible.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Oh, mate, that was bad. And we come up. That was what were they? The same league opposition as where we played, Canvey Island. It must be the same sort of league,
weren't they?
And that was a banana skin for us as well, wasn't it? So to go from that to hit Canvey Island is massive for us, I thought.
No, we were good. I thought that with all the conditions as well, obviously the pitch wasn't too bad, but just being out of our comfort zone, going down there, people probably tuning in thinking that's going to be a tough game. To be fair, I thought we were led. I thought we played it exactly how we should have played it, and obviously
I think that was the turning point, wasn't it, really, for us?
Yeah. So going on, that was going to be my next thing. Obviously, after the game, so the celebrations after, knowing we made history for the club with that win. The feeling after was more than just winning one game. It was, we've moved on, and obviously our league form up to then wasn't what we wanted it to be. So it was like, and I remember Gaffer saying and us saying in the changing room afterward, this is the moment we all move on together. We all have to march on together and not look back. And obviously our league form after that was started to go up, didn't it? So obviously gave us the momentum we needed.
Yeah, for sure.
So boys, then after the obviously after the celebrations, just go through, because I know anyone that might listen might not know the some of the stuff that we did beforehand, obviously with Rob Blackburn, with people that we had talked about going into the mindset of that game, and that probably brought us a little bit of a togetherness, knowing that we needed it for our league form, for the momentum of the season, and all that sort of stuff. But then the moments after the game, celebrating, it felt like a bit of a moment, didn't it?
Yeah, that was like another win in itself, I thought, as well, because obviously, like you said, the things were really going great for us. Like, we all knew that we're a great team, individually and as a team. It's just something was just missing, wasn't it? And I think, like, with the stuff with doing stuff with Rob and stuff, it helped us put us back together what we were as last season. And like to celebrate with everyone afterwards, mate, I thought it was quite special, really. Even if we did play Canvey Island, who cares? Like, we still celebrated like it was a cup final sort of thing. It was amazing.
Togetherness, isn't it? A big togetherness again. Everyone proper doing it for each other.
Yeah, which I think is one of the main things, isn't it, with the whole COVID, like no dressing room atmosphere, you know, on a daily basis, you're sort of away from each other. You're not got as much of a chance to build up that team spirit where you're, you know, turning up early, having breakfast, bantering together. All that's gone. So it's sort of like, it was something that we just needed to give us a bit of a togetherness, to feel like that we're all together in it, didn't it? I thought it worked really well. It was a good boost. And then we move on. We knew, obviously, well, we didn't really know because we were on the pitch, but we knew that we had Millwall to look forward to in the third round. So obviously, again, another massive switch up in mentality, going to play championship opposition. Obviously, I'll ask you boys this question because I didn't play the game, but what did it feel like, the difference in level going into that game? Was it massively noticeable? Did you notice moments in the game where you felt like it could have gone either way, or how did it feel?
I'd say the biggest difference, I'd probably say, was they were sharper. I'd say sharper mentally. They were very quick to react to things. Obviously, from what I remember playing up against, that Ryan Leonard stood out loads for me. Not because of his ability on the ball, but just because of the way he sort of recognised situations. When the ball went forward, he was sort of off your shoulder quick. Like, he kind of obviously when the ball went back towards his own goal, he was quickly there for the second ball as well. So it was literally like back and forth. But it sounds simple, but as a midfielder, when you got someone running off your shoulder and you have no idea that he's done it, it's a bit of a nightmare. And he was constantly doing that, to be fair, during the game. And obviously they had spells in the game when they moved the ball really quickly. They were very patient with it at times. And yeah, that's probably what I'd say was the biggest difference for me. I'd say, I think, it's mental sharpness.
The Canvey game and the Wimborne game, what was the prep like?
Yeah, it was
exactly the same, mate. Yeah,
exactly the same. Yeah. I think we went into the game confident, though. I don't think we were fearful at all. I don't think we gave the best version of ourselves on the day, but I think going into the game, it's not as if it was going there like, oh, we're playing Millwall. Do you know what I mean? It was like, I think everyone's pretty confident that we were gonna do well, but unfortunately we didn't. But I wouldn't say it was a fear going into the game.
I thought we done. I thought we done all right in the first half. I felt like we could have passed the ball a little bit better in the first half.
Yeah.
I feel like it was like a hot potato, like at the first 15, 20 minutes. But the longer it stayed 0-0, I kind of thought we grew a little bit more. Their first goal killed it because it was at the right time. I think it was on like the 30th minute, and it kind of killed our like momentum sort of thing as we growing into the game. Because the last thing you want to do is concede in the first 15, 20 minutes. And I felt like we'd done well doing that. But then when we went 1-0 down, it kind of like a bit like the Wimborne situation, kind of like, right, it is what it is now. Just have to carry on and just make sure we do the things right and try and keep hold of the ball. And I think that's what we've done in the second half. I think we've moved it much better in the second half.
It's mad how you know it's like one like little moment in a game can completely swing it. So like if they don't get their first goal, and we ride the storm out a little bit, and then things start to turn, and then we have a chance. Because I remember Reedy has an unbelievable. at 1-0, Millwall at 1-0, obviously Reedy has an unreal chance. And I know it's a cliche, but if that goes in, it's completely different. Like,
completely changed the game.
It's never black and white.
Their centre half could have got sent off as well, couldn't he? When he caught Junior.
Yeah, you should have been off. That would have changed it.
Yeah, there's a couple of little things just didn't quite go for you, weren't
But
there?
I messaged me afterwards as well, saying that he shouldn't have got sent off. He was the last man. It was a disgrace how he stayed on the pitch. I think them sort of things obviously you've got to play well on the day, but them sort of things in a cup game against a bigger opposition, you've got to have the rubber to green in you as well. Like, you've got to have a bit of luck to go on your side, and it just wasn't meant to be for us.
100%. Right, boys, we're going to move on so we don't run out of time. But that was obviously the cup run. Unbelievable to get to an achievement to be remembered in the club's history. Obviously, getting to the third round was a great moment for us. Just want to go back to just talking about the FA Cup in general. Boys, in terms of a best career moment, like playing in the FA Cup down the years, obviously we've all got good experience in this little group. So what would you say best career moment playing in the FA Cup? Obviously, third round, obviously getting to achieve that this year with Boreham Wood's good. Anyone got anything that could top that?
Difficult, really. I didn't get to play in the Millwall game, so for me, perhaps the Blackpool game was one of my highlights. Beating Blackpool the other year, and also when I was at Woking, we took Brighton to a replay when they were in top of League One in the first round. We gave them a real good go. We lost, I think we drew them in normal time, scored a goal each again in extra time, took them to penalties and lost on penalties. But that was a real highlight as well, that game.
Nice. Anyway, obviously your highlight, mate. How have you not meant Southend again? Get it in there again.
The goal. Sorry, yes. Are we going to get a? Can you put a shot on this at the same time? Can we edit in maybe a little scene of the video at the same time?
We'll leave that.
It's not even that good.
I'll get the kids in and we can recreate it. Hang on. Emily, be ready. Be ready.
Yes, Ash, you boys got any? Because I'm dying to talk about Man United. So
of course you are.
I don't think anyone's going to top yours.
The only reason he's asked this question.
Mine's just the FA. Mine's just the FA Cup. The FA Cup this season. Yeah. I think I could. It's the furthest I've ever been playing this one, and obviously getting MOM. Shame to lose the game, but I got MOM in the third round, so it's probably not my highest highlight in the FA Cup.
Nice. We won't get on to Man United because we haven't got long, boys.
Yes.
What's that? How many people were there? 74,000. Whose shirt did I get? Oh, really.
Whose shirt did you get again?
We kept the clean sheet. Yeah. Van Persie, kept them out, locked them out. Anyway, we move on. So, boys, we're going to move on. Real quick fire, 5 FA Cup based questions. All right. So you're going to have not long to answer them. Just have an answer ready. Have you got a pen or paper? No, you boys haven't got one. We'll do. I tell you what we'll do. We'll ask each time we'll get an answer, but obviously you have to try and answer at the same time so we know you're not cheating. Okay. So are you ready? Question number 1. It's all based on FA Cup years gone by. So
are we trying to shout this out at the same time?
No. So what I'll do is I'll ask the question and then I'll give you a time to answer and you all answer at the same time. Okay. So we know you're not like, you can't write it down. That's going to be the fairest way. Yeah. So first question. Don't shout out yet. I'll tell you when to answer. Which club has won the FA? So starting pretty not easy, but
you best get this right, champ. You best get this right. Get this right.
Which clubs won the FA Cup the most times? And for a bonus point, how many times? Okay, hang on. Have you all got an answer? Don't say it
yeah.
Okay, so
I'm interested in what you think.
Right. Okay. On 3, I want your answer. So which club? 1, 2, 3.
Arsenal.
Portsmouth.
Arsenal.
It's not.
It is Ashmore. It's Arsenal.
It's Arsenal. Portsmouth.
You sure?
Portsmouth.
Have they won it?
Yeah, they've won it. They've won it and held it the longest in the history of FA Cup.
Oh, there we go. All right, mate. Now, so we've got Rico 1 point, Gus 1 point, Arsenal. So bonus point. How many times have they won it? Okay, 1 second. 1, 2, 3.
7.
15.
12.
12, Gus. Do you know what? I'm going to have to get Google up because I had the answer here. I'm sure it's 7.
I've gone way too high.
I'm telling you, Pompey have won it the most times.
We'll edit this bit out, boys. I've just got to look it up. Hang on, I had it here somewhere. I'm sure it was 7.
7. It's going to be more than that,
100%.
surely.
No, it's
More than
7,
that.
mate. 7.
I reckon Gus is closer. 12.
7. 99.
You got dial-up in there where you are.
It was 13. Gus, how many do you say?
12.
12.
It's 14. It's 14. It's 14.
I said 7. It's definitely 7.
13. Now, Gus, you don't get points. You don't get bonus points. So, Rico, you're on 1. Gus, you're on 1.
14.
Question.
It's 14.
It's not 14.
It is. Look.
It's here. As of 2020, 13 times.
Yeah, but they won it in 2021.
No.
All right. I want that checked.
Right.
No, Pompey have had it the longest.
Oh, shut up about Pompey. In 2012, who became the first player to score in 4 separate FA Cup finals?
In 2020.
I'll give you a little bit more time. So in 2012, who became the first player to score in 4 separate FA Cup finals? Okay, I'll give you a little bit of time.
Who was in the final 2012?
Oh, there we go. I'll give you 10 more seconds.
Oh, I've got an idea.
Nearly. Right. Time's up. Right. You're going to have to answer your question after 3. 1, 2, 3.
Van Persie.
Who'd you say, Ash?
Rooney.
They weren't even in the final.
Who did you say, guys? Didn't even say nothing.
No, I don't even know who's in the final.
Yeah.
You didn't even say anything.
Didier Drogba. No one gets a point. We move on. Still 1.
They beat Pompey, didn't they?
1 to Rico, 1 to Gus. Right. Question 3. Which club have a history of reaching 4 FA Cup finals without a win? And as a little clue, it's a current Premier League team. Okay, so which club have a history of reaching the FA Cup final 4 times with no win?
Do you mean no win? What, they won on penalties or something?
No,
they got to the final and lost.
They've got to the final 4 times and they've not won once.
Right.
I got
That makes more sense.
Right, I'll give you a few more seconds whilst I find the answer, lads. 1 sec.
Oh my God!
That's all right.
Disgrace.
Right, I've got them here.
What kind of a question sport is this?
I've got them. Don't worry. Hang on. Okay, I've got it. Right, answer. You've got your answer. Your question on after 3. 1, 2, 3.
West Ham.
Don't know.
Villa.
No one gets a point. Leicester City.
No, that's rubbish.
Yeah, I'll give you the years as well if you want, Ash. If you want, mate. If you want to challenge me, all right, I'll give you the.
That's okay. No, I agree with you. I don't want to be Rico and challenge you.
1949, 1961, 1963, 1969. All right.
19. All before I was born.
Number 4 is still only 1 point. It's a low scoring round. Rico 1, Gus 1. Question number 4. Which player has won the FA Cup the most times? So, which individual player has won the FA Cup the most times?
Not the hell, champs.
I've got to be Man United player or a Liverpool player.
Can't be.
Surely.
Seconds.
They're the only. To be fair, Arsenal player.
He's been at Arsenal that long to have done that.
Okay,
yeah, it's true, isn't it? Yeah.
Time's up, boys. It's quick fire. You've got to think of a player, most decorated player in FA Cup history. Think of him, individual. You got 3 seconds on it. I need a name. You ready? 1, 2, 3.
Ryan Giggs.
Carragher.
Giggs was Ashmore. What was you, Gus? Nothing.
He's got it right.
Who'd you say, Gus?
Scholes.
Oh, Scholes. Oh, no. Rico.
It's a Carragher.
Ashley Cole.
Oh.
He's won it
Yeah.
7. He's won it 7 times. 3 with Arsenal, 4 with Chelsea. Unbelievable. What a player. Right, last one. Question 5, boys. Last one. Name the only team to win the FA Cup and then get relegated in the same season. So have you answered? Don't shut it out yet.
What year? Can we have a thing? What year did they win it?
I remember that.
That's giving it away then.
Yeah, that will give it away. But
Oh, really? Okay.
well, I don't know. Depends. If you can all have the year if you want the year. If you think that's
Nah,
going to
because
be
I give it away.
Oh, who won? This wasn't long ago, was it? This is about 5 years ago.
Okay, so it's the only team to have won the cup.
Oh, I know it.
Yeah, not.
Yeah.
It's
You
not
got it, you got
Birmingham.
it.
It's
Right,
not Birmingham. If you
You're
think
gonna
it's
need an
Birmingham,
answer,
I got it.
so
Go on, champ.
3 3
Oh,
seconds,
man.
boys. 1, 2.
no.
Wigan.
West Brom. Wigan. Give you a W.
Gus. Gus
Wigan.
took it at the
I said
end. Wigan. Gus wins the round.
City,
2
Watson.
points. 2 points for Gus. Gus wins it. Love it, boys. Right. We're moving on. That is the cup quiz. Cup quiz done. We're finishing with a quick fire little game. Word association. Okay, so it's word association, but it's all to do with footballers. Only footballers, past and present. Any footballer, as long as we know who they are, counts. Okay, so I'll explain my rules of word association because people got different ways of playing it. So it will start because it's on my screen. So it will start with Rico. Rico, you can start with naming any footballer.
Okay.
First name and surname. It will then go to Ash. So if Rico was to say Harry Kane, Ash, you've got to think of a footballer whose first name begins with K. Okay, the first letter of the surname.
That's tough, that.
So it will be, who did you say? Kevin Kilbane. Perfect one. Then it will go to Gus. Gus would also have K. First name beginning with K, any footballer. Keith Curl. No, is that one? Keith Curl? Yeah, that's the one. So you get the principle, yeah?
Yep.
You get it?
Let's go.
Any footballer, past or present, alive, dead, whatever, as long as they're a footballer, we know who they are. The rules.
Go with Harry Kane.
How long do you want to have? Because I'm saying if there's a pause for longer than 5 seconds?
Yeah, 5 seconds max.
5 seconds. So I'll count a nice slow 5 seconds. If you haven't answered, you're out. Okay, and then it will go to a head-to-head between whoever's left. And likewise, whoever takes longer than 5 seconds, you're done. Okay, so it might be quick. It might be over quick if you boys don't know many footballers. I don't know. Let's have a see.
You ready?
Should we run through practice or do you just want to go straight in?
No, straight in.
Straight in.
I would like a practice, but we go straight in, shall we?
Straight in. Come on.
So the order will go Rico, Ash, Gus. Okay, I'm going to get ready on my time, so I can time 5 seconds each time. No cheating, boys. Yeah, try as rapid fire as you
You're
can.
going to name some like the Franco De Pony or something.
It's only D. It's a D. Well, start that again.
Oh, class. So obviously first name and surname. Ready? Right. So Rico, start us off. Whenever you're ready, any footballer, then Ash, you're next, then Gus, then back to you, Rico.
Okay. Mark Viduka.
That's embarrassing. Vidic.
Nah, his name's not beginning with V.
Hang on. Stop.
He's out. He's out.
No. Listen, let's have Rico. Why would you do that? Listen, that has to be a practice. You can't be doing V's.
What?
I had one though. I had one straight away.
Virgil van Dijk.
I've got one as well.
Virgil van Dijk.
Oh, it's brilliant. Oh, to be fair, I should have let you have it. Now, Ash, I'm going to give you a second chance. Rico, start us off.
Okay, ready?
Right, hang on. Ready? This is it now. If it's 5 seconds, you're done. It's out. Right, ready, Rico? Start us off.
Paolo Venazza.
So Ash is done. Ash is done. We just gave him 3.
He's got others he could have picked.
Ash, we gave you 3 in the last round. Ash is done. Ash, that's your second chance. You're done.
I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. Yeah.
We'll mix it up now so Gus can start first because Rico's killing this game. So Gus, head to head. Ash, you relax, mate. You're done. Gus.
So when you got Google there, isn't it, Rico?
Gus starts us off. Back to Rico. It's a head-to-head duel. Winner takes all. 5 seconds or longer and you're out. Are you ready, Gus? Whenever you're ready.
Virgil van Dijk.
Victor Anich. Oh, hang on. D. David Bellamy.
Oh yeah, D.
Whoa. No,
He's Googling.
No.
Right.
Hang on. Whoa. First of
Big
all,
on Dutch names.
We're going to win on a technicality. Oh, that's rubbish.
there's a technicality. First of all, should it be D? It should be D.
No, V, because Van Dijk's
D.
one name.
Van Dijk. So it should be
Not
V.
hyphenated.
That technicality.
Yeah.
We've got to start again.
You're going to start again.
But
This
also,
game's terrible.
can I just go back? Can I just bring everyone attention to Rico saying David Bellamy instead of Craig?
Is it David Bellamy? Who's David Bellamy? Hang on.
David Bellamy. I don't know.
You.
All right, let's go. Come on.
Let's get it right. Let's get it right. We've got to get past a couple, boys. Come on, Gus, you start us off again.
All right, I'll start again. Wayne Rooney.
Roger Johnson.
So what's that? J.
J.
Jack Wilshere.
W. 5 seconds.
Wilfred Zaha.
Yes.
Oh.
Z.
Zinedine
Zam. Oh.
No, done. It's over. It's done.
Zinedine Zidane. Black Knight. Zinedine Zidane.
Wow. Z. That was a made one. Zinedine.
That was an easy one, isn't it?
Gus, I'm disappointed in you, mate. Zizou, come on.
I know,
It's
innit?
hard under pressure. It's hard under pressure, isn't it?
It's very hard under pressure. I'm glad I got one go at the end.
Ash found it hard. He found it. Like, Rico, you're through. So I don't know how it will look. Each week there's going to be a leaderboard. So Rico, you won this round. So maybe at the end of all the different ones, whoever wins each round, there'll be like a grand final at the end. So you'll be in that.
Nice.
Can we do a wooden spoon?
Boys, I thought we were going to get past at least 5 or 6.
Would have been alright if Rico wasn't such a.
Right, yeah.
It's a V. It's just a
He's
V,
done
mate.
it, hasn't he?
You heard of V and you
I
panicked.
was fucking. What's his name? Vidic. Should have allowed me that one.
His kids are hanging off the light
manager.
fittings. That's why he was trying to end the game early, wasn't he? Kids are just sticking their fingers in the plug sockets.
Get off.
Oh, brilliant.
Right, boys, we're done. We're done, boys. We're done. That was a pleasure.
Lovely.
Boys, that's it. End of the episode. Cheers, lads. Top lads. Talking about the FA Cup. Rico obviously took the honours in the word association, footballer style. Boys, it's been a pleasure catching up. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you soon, lads.
See you later, boys.
Cheers, fellas.
Thanks for watching Champs Corner. Make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and also follow our BW Pace Academy and First Team Instagram page.